lot of times people say, is it fun down south? It is, especially in the winters, but whenever you're saying in hot weather, it's hot. I mean, it's hot. Hey everyone, Grayson here from Always Honeybee Farms, and this evening we are at our second bee yard. 48 hours ago, I came down here, went through the hives, and saw that one of the hives needed to go to a 10-frame box, while the other hive, I'm in the process of requeening them. So today I'm going to be going into the queenless hive that's down here that I was about to start requeening 48 hours ago. And in the other hive, I'm going to move them from their 5-frame nuke to a 10-frame hive. So today it's just going to be a little update of what they're doing. It's been about 2 weeks since I filmed the video down here, but it's been about 3 days since I came down here, and in the 7 days from that 3 days I came down here. So I've been in and out feeding and also inspecting the hives. So this evening we're going to be getting some work done. It did just rain this morning, but now the sun came out, bees are flying, bringing in pollen. The flow is definitely flowing right now. Some of this rain did wash some of the pollen out, but not much of it really. The bees are still out and about bringing in nectar, pollen. I did update on my other hives. I did just add a super on one of my hives, and they are already putting in nectar in the super, so I'm watching out to make sure the queen won't go up there. It's that small 10-frame Russian hive. It's getting pretty big, so they needed another room before they started swarming, because I actually saw some cells or cups in the hives. I saw about like 5 of them, so I want to go ahead and add some more stuff on there. I got to go back in that hive and make sure they're not about to swarm on me, because I do not want to lose some bees. I could always split them and make more, including all my queenless hives, all my hives that do have queens. I have about 8 hives, which is good. I did get a good overwinter, so I'm really proud of myself for that. I came out with 5 hives, which is great. Before we get into this hive and put it in a 10-frame, I'm going to go into this queenless hive. See, look at all these bees in here. They're drinking some of this stuff. It's been about 48. Oh, look at all these bees in here. Look at all that. Been a lot of brood hatching. So that's good. Are we ready to be in a 10-frame box? It could, but for a second I want to give them a new queen. And they're raising their own queen. That's what I'm going to let them do. So I'm going to make sure they're raising queen cells off of the one I want them to, off the frame I want them to. There's some larvae there. No queen cups yet, at least not on this frame, so we're going to put this same frame aside. And look at all these bees here. I do not have a smoker. I never do when I come down here, just because it's easier just to come down here and go for the bees. There's only 2 hives. Once there's like 10 down here, I'm definitely going to start bringing a smoker, but once there's only 2 or 3 hives down here, there's no really need, in my honest opinion, to do that. Look at this, they're starting to draw this stuff out. There's eggs, or small, there's like a larvae. Because this is the frame I want them to raise some queen cells off of, I'm hoping. Oh wow, we already have a, yep, look here. That's the frame I want them to draw it out. And look at that, they already have a capped cell. Let me show you this thing here. It's been 48 hours. They're already, hey, they're fast. Look at this. That one right there, you see that capped cell? That's capped right there. It's really hard to see, but there's one also right above it. This is the frame I wanted them to draw cells out of, so I'm really proud. I'm going to go to any other cells and make sure I smash them, because I want these to hatch, not any other ones. Because some of these eggs are Russian. I don't really want any Russian queens. I just want just Italian. So this is a good start off of that. You see here, this is a bottom board I'm going to be using. Now, as everybody knows, if you don't know, this is a bottom board we made, and yesterday I just painted this. It's dry, ready to be in use. So I'm really liking these bottom boards. And you know what? Maybe in the future, I'm going to build more of these. We're going to build more of these. But go ahead and put them on the market and start selling them to y'all folks, because that's our plan to do. Before we move them to a 10 frame box, we're going to go in here and just start moving up frames and put them into 10 frame. You're still looking for some, stuff in here. Okay, here we go. So you see all those bees? This is why I'm telling you why they need to go into a 10 frame box. They're kind of crowded now. So we're gonna put this, we'll shake these bees and do that. Let's make sure there's no queen on top. Nope, nobody's there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick this thing up and take it over here, set it on the ground, and put my other 10 frame bottom board in place right here. We're going to use the free 8 side. I like the free 8 side better. And this is the box we're going to be using. This is the box that we bought on Man Lake. It's kind of old, but it still works. I'm going to take a few of these frames out. Okay, here we go. And while we're at it, I'm going to teach you how to move a 5 frame nuke to a 10 frame box if you don't know how to. So let me move any bees that go to this, like all these workers will go here, because once I find the queen and put her there, they're going to sense that that's the queen. This thing is unbelievably heavy. Now, let's go ahead and move some frames. See, look at all these bees coming here. They don't know where their hive is. But don't worry, we're going to put y'all back. Just move y'all. This is how anybody would do it. So say if you buy a nuke from somebody, you're going to move it to a 10 frame box. So right now, this would be a nuke I'm selling one of y'all, but I'm not selling it. I'm going to move it to a 10 frame box. I want to find the queen. I want to clarify that she's in here. She's in here somewhere. No sign of a queen. We're going to put this frame right here. Okay. These bees are runny because they're just because of that fast movement I did. This is a great queen. She's a good layer. I really like her. She's an Italian queen. I need to find a queen. Let me find this side. No queen yet. There's no queen. Yeah, I don't see anything yet. It's hot today. I mean, I'm burning up in the suit. No queen, but a lot of larvae. Look here, bees. Move over a little bit. Ooh, it's hot. In southeastern Alabama, it's definitely getting pretty hot today. It's not really fun. A lot of times people say, is it fun down south? It is, especially in the winters, but whenever you're saying in hot weather, it's hot. I mean, it's hot. Look at all these bees here. They're probably wondering where their queen is, because I've not found her, so that means she's probably on one of these frames coming up. Drones? I see a lot of drones, so that's good. Okay, I'm looking. No queen. Yep, because this frame doesn't look like there's any queen. So this is a drone frame mostly. They're backfilling it with some nectar. That's why we're moving them here. See, look at this. They're already filling it up. These bees are calm simply because there's probably a queen in here somewhere. There's a lot of workers coming back from their foraging flights, most likely. So one of these two frames should have the queen. See, look at that nice cheetah brood. The camera can see what I'm doing here. There's eggs everywhere, so that's good. There's eggs everywhere around here, so queen could be 100% on this frame. Sometimes queens are hard to spot. I'm pretty good at spotting queens, but sometimes it can be kind of tricky. Now what you can see here, we're drawing this super frame a little more down because now that they're running out of room, they need more place for the queen lay. And all this down here, these frames, is full of eggs. Like no spot is missed without eggs. So folks, you know here, this is a good queen. Somewhere, wherever this queen is, because I'm not able to find her yet. She may be on the next frame, who knows. But either way or another, she has to be in one of these frames. I could have missed her. So I'm gonna make sure I look. So I'm gonna put this frame down. Come on, bees, move over. Ooh. Try not to squish any bees because every single bee here is important. Of course, you know, you never can go into a hive without smashing a bee or two, but I try my best not to, and I have smashed so many bees just simply because they're fast and they're runny and they do that all the time. And you won't believe, even all the bigger beekeepers, they still smash queens. It's not just the smaller beekeepers, it's just, you know, how everything works out. Bees are very fast. I feel like the queen may be on this frame. There's eggs down here. If she's not on this frame, she probably was on one of the other frames. And trying to do this pretty fast for a video, but mostly because I'm. Oh, here she is. She's on the wall. She's on the downside. Here's the queen. She's walking right there. Don't know if y'all saw that because I don't know how good that camera focus is. I'm using my phone for my video. A lot of times I'll use my Canon camera. Only problem with that camera is it never autofocuses. So in that case, it's hard. So here we go. You see, we got all these bees. See? We're just gonna see all these bees flying. They'll find their way home. Old apple bar strip. Let's put that over there. So, see, even though you may think this is bad for the bees, but no. Letting them find their home is the best, in my opinion. We're going to put these other frames back in this box. These will find their way back there. And then they'll start drawing this comb out pretty quick. And then what my plan is to do is get them to a double deep and try to split them again. And make 4, 5 hives down here, and there you go. So by the end of this year, I'm expecting to get around 15 hives. I'm really hoping I can get more than that. That'd be pretty cool. Expand a lot more. But slow and steady is what I'm going to try to do. But either way or another, I really do like to expand my apiary. Okay. just blow on them. That makes me prevent squashing them. So then they're going to know that's their entrance. We're going to come back down later and put some more feed in here. For the time being, we'll just put this here. Just so then, you know, they'll get used to it. Whew, we're done. We're done with doing this. It was fun having them in the 5-frame nuke, but now it's time for a 10 frame. Queens in there. They have a capped queen cell in here. Once that queen hatches, gets mated, starts to lay, move them to a 10 frame. And everything's working out so far. We're just going to leave this stuff here for the time being. I'm going to come back later this afternoon when it's cooler and get all this stuff and bring it back to the house. This thing's kind of old. You see, it got a little rot tin at the front, but it's okay. It'll work. Not bad. I'm going to use this nuke again and make more splits with it. Whew, we're done. Thank y'all for watching. It was a busy day today out in Beeyard. Look at all these bees.